But yeah, I did open this. I gotta do it here. But yes, looks like Chargers are on the clock. Surprisingly, I think it was supposed to be the Patriots selecting right before them, but then the Chiefs moved up and made a trade with them. So I hope they didn't want the cornerback from California, Noah Williams, because of course, same team in your division ended up taking him. But either way, we'll see what they do. Obviously, first round pick with the running back, and then the nice receiver in the second round that had first round potential, but glad they're able to get him. So we'll see. Maybe they go defense this time. You never know. I haven't really been. I've been kind of like off and on. I have it on in the background the draft, but I'm like not really paying attention as much to like who is available. Still like the best remaining available according to Mel Kiper. At least that's the version I'm watching is the ESPN version. I don't know. Sometimes the NFL Network seems to be the better way to go, but at least they are talking a little bit less of he who must not be named. So yeah, he hasn't been picked yet. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna get selected here late in the third round. You never know, but you got to keep your head up. Use it as motivation, right? But yeah, a lot of those tight ends, top tight ends left. Even Harold Fanning Jr. is a guy who was projected a lot to the Chargers. Got selected by Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, pretty recently. So yeah, and that Mike Green, Ezraku, also the two edges got selected. Darius Alexander was a nice interior defensive lineman. So I don't know. We'll see. Will Johnson finally got selected, cornerback from Michigan. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. How is everybody enjoying the draft so far as a Chargers perspective? It's been pretty okay. Not too shabby. Just glad like this, especially after the first round, you're always just waiting and waiting, and then here it's like they get 3 minutes less per pick, and then they kind of delve them out pretty quickly. But it seems like every pick or every other pick they end up going to freaking commercial. So, but yeah, like I always say, whenever the Chargers pick, it's a freaking commercial. But yeah, most likely gonna stop watching the draft because haven't sadly haven't seen any USC guys selected, or I don't think they're gonna get selected tonight. So I'll probably just stop watching after this pick for the Chargers, and then get the recap later, and then see who else got picked to see who the Chargers can at least target at some point tomorrow early. I think over here it starts pretty early, like 8 or 9 o'clock. Starts at 7. I ain't waking up, but I don't think it starts that early. But yes, the Chargers socks are on again for some good luck. See who they end up getting. Try not to zoom in too far. This zoom in feature for YouTube Live. Okay, best available. Jared Wilson is a nice center. Xavier Watts, there his position coaches there. Yeah, Black. I don't think I really heard about him in the draft process, but ESPN has him number 5 available right now. Yeah, I don't think they'd go receiver. Offensive line is a pretty safe bet for these guys. Are it just seems like they're picking best available according to their picks, so they're bored. Let's see. Malvin Golden. Jamaree Caldwell, D tackle Oregon. Yeah, I think this was the one I didn't hear much about. I think Birch just ended up going sooner. Obviously, Harmon went right before the Chargers last night. But yeah, 6'2". He's from Houston, so I'll accept him that he's from Houston and not Oregon. But yeah, nice stop there. See how he did with Oregon against Boise State. Obviously not against Genty, but a nice pass deflection right there. Against Washington, some good teams he's going up against. Nice push there up the middle, basically causing that sack, the eventual sack. So yeah, as long as you cause havoc down there on the interior, this is probably a guy that I haven't really heard much about or knew much about, but they look excited. That Chargers draft room. So looks like they got their guy. So hopefully he can step up. I mean, they were pretty excited about Justin Aboigbe, who was an Alabama defensive lineman last year, who sadly didn't play much in his first year. I don't know if it was due to injury or just inconsistency or whatever, being too young, but hopefully he steps up, and then this guy Caldwell will be able to step up hopefully this season, and if not, next season too. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, not mad at this pick just because I don't really know that much about him, but I'll do a little bit more homework. And once I do like a full recap of all the Chargers picks, most likely that video will come out Sunday or maybe Monday. You never know. But yeah, definitely. It'll be pretty fun to go back and check out everything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And thanks for watching. Let's go Bolts.